I wanted to know if y'all heard about that man. He wasn't a pastor, but he was a minister, and he held a high position in a group home, and they caught him. They caught him because he was some child pornography, something like that. And when they were interviewing him, he actually said that he fantasizes about, wait a minute, I'm trying to get it out. You really need to be telling this. But anyway, he fantasizes, he actually said it in the interview. He's in the paper today, and he said he fantasizes about raping and hurting children. And I just wanted to know, y'all do talk to your children, right? Girl, I really wish you would tell it. Get up. Anyway, I know she's trying to, anyway, do you realize that from the time that a child is born, from the very moment that they exit out of their mother's womb, that everything that they need, they get it from an adult. They get it from a bigger person. So as soon as your kid is born, they have a built-in mechanism of trust for adults, for bigger people. That's the reason why coaches and pastors and youth pastors and uncles and brothers and friends and relatives and cousins and neighbors, that's why they get away with molesting your children. Now, I'm going to say it right now. If you get offended with graphic language, because I'm so upset right now, it might get graphic up in this page. Because quite frankly, I'm tired. Okay, I got it. I'll tell them. Anyway, quite frankly, I'm tired of seeing articles of ministers, and anybody else for that matter, harming children, molesting children. Did you not know that big dicks, they scare children? And did you not know that because your kid trusts adults, that there may be somebody that's getting away right now with molesting your child because you actually haven't talked to him yet? How will your children know that it's wrong for someone to touch them in their private if you never, ever, not one time had a talk with them? How are they going to know? All they know is to go tell your counselor, go ask the coach, go ask whenever they need something. That's all they know how to do, is to go to someone older. So how would they know that any adult is capable of violating their private? Okay, do you want to talk? I think you should say something. I think you should show your face. Stop crying. I got it. Anyway, this book, I'm the Boss of My Own Body, I heard it was written to help with pedophiles. Men, well, for that go women now, that violate young people. Talk to your children, please. I'm the boss. By the time they get to the age of 5, they should know that they are bosses of their own body. And then they should also know when it's wrong to little girls to sit on men's laps right in their dick part. They should know that. But if you never tell them, how the fuck are they going to know, my people? These women that are so desperate to have a man in their life, it's a possibility that when you leave your children to that babysitter, that he's playing with your kids. He's intimidating your children. How will you know if you never ever have talked to them? You got to put it in their mind. Now, this chick, she about to make me cry. Because it's just not fair. For a child to be violated. Do you hear me? It's not fair for men with big hands and big dicks and small dicks as far as that's concerned, period, to molest your child. And I don't care what nobody say. If your children get molested, it will affect them their entire life. All I'm trying to say is talk to your children. I beg of you, if you've never done it, talk to your children. Let them know what's right and what's wrong. When you send your children to church, they trust you. They trust the decision that you made. When you let your kids go back to the youth, back there where the youth pastor is, you know what? They trust you. You know what pedophiles do? They can tell when you've talked to your children. You can best believe that. And you know what they tell the kids, that they can tell that nobody has ever talked to them? They'll pull their panties down and they'll do things to the children. And they'll tell them, don't tell nobody. If you tell your mom, it will hurt her. Don't tell nobody because it'll destroy the church. And it's just not fair. It's not fair for children to get molested. It's not fair at all. So parents, I gotta stop because I'm getting extremely mushy. Please, please, please talk to your children. Now, did I do a good job? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry this happened to you. I'm so sorry.